Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Key Reviews. As usual, I'm your host, Quantum, and this week we're going to be talking about Marvel Universe's The Avengers.
Captain America, Iron Man, Thor.
Wait a minute. Not those Avengers. We're talking about the next Avengers, Heroes of Tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. I'm really not a huge fan of the Avengers. If it wasn't for people like Captain America and Thor, I honestly just wouldn't care too much about the group. Before you say anything, yes, I do understand that the core group of the Avengers is constantly changing. It's just that those people that they switch in, I really don't care about. But we're not here to talk about the usual lineup of the Avengers. No. We're here to talk about the next Avengers. So let's get started.
Can we hear it again? Please? More. Tell us the story more, please.
Okay, one more time, and then it's off to bed. And there came a day unlike any other, when Earth's mightiest heroes were united against a common threat.
Earth's mightiest heroes? Really? This is exactly why they can never be as cool as the Justice League. Giant Man really counts as one of Marvel's mightiest heroes. A man whose only ability is to grow large. I didn't want to hear an argument about his intelligence when he's standing next to Tony Stark, and Reed Richards is only a call away. Don't even get me started on Wasp, Giant Man's tag-along wife. Continue. As time went by and evil could not stand face to face with the Avengers, the team started to settle down and have families. I'm not going to comment on what happened between Giant Man and the Wasp. Let's just say, it doesn't turn out too good for the Wasp. But with Captain America and the Black Widow, they're a pretty cool combination. But I'll never forgive Marvel for uniting the Black Panther and Storm. Marvel did an amazing thing by making Storm one of its prominent female heroes. And what did they do in return? They sent her back to Africa. Jesus, fuck you, Marvel! Since the world is safe, the Avengers were just not prepared when a new threat appeared. Named Ultron. Okay, spoiler alert. Tony Stark built Ultron, so why the hell didn't he build it with an off switch? You would think by now he would be used to the idea of robots going out of control and would have built fail-safes. Not really giving a shit about the entire world and regrouping with the rest of the heroes, the Avengers send Iron Man off to collect their children and to go into hiding. Which to that I ask, how the hell can he grow up safe from Ultron's grasp when he controls the entire world? Why does it move forward 10 years and he still doesn't have control of the world? What the hell's he doing all that time? Twiddling his thumbs? All the superheroes that could stop him are dead because he killed them all! As I said, 10 years have gone by, and the children are now in their teens, and we're introduced to the team. Torn, the daughter of Thor, is the first up, and frankly, she's one of two people that makes this movie even bearable to watch. Not to get off on a rant or anything, but Torn is one of the 3 people I'll acknowledge as a true successor to a superhero. It makes sense that if Thor has to go off and replace his father back in Asgard, that he's going to try to leave some type of connection with the Earth. And leaving a blood bond like Torn makes perfect sense. What doesn't make sense, however, is that man-dog thing that sometimes replaces Thor when he has to go off on a journey. I hate that thing. The second person is Terry McGinnis from the Batman Beyond series. Let's face it, the only thing that's going to get Bruce Wayne to permanently pass the torch is old age. Nothing else is going to stop this man. Dick Grayson became Nightwing to get out of the shadow of Batman, not to just be a placeholder until he can take the mantle himself. Pym, the son of Giant Man and the Wasp, tries to steal Torn's sword while she's praying to her father, so she responds in the only appropriate manner.
What?
There is one thing about this movie that really annoys me. Tornwill's not even a superhuman level of strength, but a god level of strength. This goes largely ignored. Since their enemy is a robot, he should not really be a problem for her. But here's another question for you. Thor's long since gone missing, so where did Tony get a suit of Asgardian armor for a teenage girl? Did Thor stop by and drop it off, but not go see his daughter? What an asshole! Here's my problem with Azari. He has the agility of the original Black Panther, but from a woman that could control the weather itself, he only got electricity. Storm was one of the few people that wielded true god-level power without actually being a god. The other person that could control the full power of thunder was Thor, the god of thunder. That poor kid got ripped off badly. Yeah, I'm really not going to get into Pym, because like his parents, he's pretty much useless if you consider everyone else's abilities on the team. You know how earlier I said there are 3 people I'll acknowledge as his true superhero successor? And then went on to name people like Torn and Terry McGinnis? Well, here's the third and last person. And here we have James Rogers. There really isn't much to say about him, besides for, like father, like son. James is the only other reason that makes this movie okay to watch. James, Torn, and Terry are special because unlike Bucky and Dick Grayson, they aren't trying to be their parents. James has just the same presence and qualities that Cap had, and that makes him more of a Captain America than any other substitute. Marvel even goes into the fact that it's dishonorable to have someone even trying to imitate being Captain America in the comic book Fallen Son, Captain America, by Jeff Loeb and John Romita Jr. Who do you think I am? I don't know. Pick a name. And it better not start with Captain America, 'cause that ain't you. Mean like someone calling herself Hawkeye? I don't know why I should explain myself to you, particularly when you're dressed like that. I took his name because he died, because I wanted to honor him. If Hawkeye were alive, I'd call myself something else. By the way, it was the real Cap who offered me the name, and the bow. He did. Look, we're trying to do the job, learn the job, inspired by our heroes, not pretending to be one of them. The second you put on that uniform, it's a different argument. You might even look the part, but I never dressed up as Hawkeye. Even when he wore a headband and a skirt. Years later, and people still make fun of the skirt. That's not his shield, right? I mean, it's got to be a copy, because if it's not, that's just wrong.